It is an incredibly popular technique and skill that's used by vehicle enthusiasts to perform all sorts of customization and personalization when it comes to their vehicles. However, there are several common mistakes that people make when they do this, and ones we're hoping to help you avoid if you decide you're going to take the plunge and airbrush paint your car. So let's take a look at some of those common mistakes in the hopes that you can avoid them. And the first one is adequate surface preparation. One of the most common mistakes people make when airbrush painting their cars is skipping the surface prep step, which involves cleaning and sanding the surface to ensure that the paint adheres properly. Skipping this step can result in a patchy, uneven finish, one you're not going to be happy with, or probably not. The solution: just take the time to properly clean and prepare the surface. You want to wash the car first with soap and water, drying it thoroughly, and then sanding any rough spots or imperfections. Then, not in terms of prep, but when it comes time to paint, another common mistake is over-applying. This can result in a thick, again, uneven coat that takes longer to dry and is much more likely to run, again, leaving you unhappy. Apply thin, even coats of paint and wait for each coat to dry completely before moving on to the next. This will help to ensure a smooth, even finish and prevent the paint from running or sagging. Something else to avoid: not using the good stuff, or at least pretty good stuff. Don't use stuff that's too cheap, old, expired if that's possible. Using cheap or improper paint is another common mistake people make when airbrush painting. Cheap paint might not adhere properly or might fade quickly, while improper paint can be dangerous and toxic as well. So always read the manufacturer instructions when it comes to this. Try to use high quality paint that's specifically designed for airbrushing, and do all your research. Consult people in the shop if that's where you're looking. Otherwise, again, due diligence before taking the plunge and making the purchase online. Another important one, and one these guys took care of right off the bat, that's protecting the other parts of the vehicle. When using the airbrush, it's important to protect them by masking them off. The windows, tires, trim, and more. Overspray, even a little bit, can really wreck the look of a nice car and be a pretty serious hassle to remove. So make sure to cover anything properly, mask it off well, do a few walkarounds just to make sure, and have someone else look at it to ensure you haven't missed covering a spot. And remember, when it comes to this kind of DIY, you've always got to put safety first. Work in a well-ventilated area. Follow all the recommended safety precautions. You should be wearing a respirator. And again, if you've got a few friends around as you take care of it, it might even be a little bit of fun. And you can learn the skill together. Not to mention, have your ride looking incredible in no time.